Well, turning now to the latest on Russia's war on Ukraine, and Ukraine's highly anticipated spring counteroffensive may be about to happen any day now. That's the word from one of the country's top security officials today. The CBC's Dominic Velitis is following the story for us. He joins us now from London. So, Dominic, we're getting this information. It's coming from an interview given by that security official to the BBC. What can you tell us?
Well, Hillary, as one of Ukraine's top security officials, Oleksiy Danilov is at the very, very heart of President Zelensky's war cabinet. And in his interview with the BBC, as you say, he suggested Ukraine was now on the verge of launching its highly anticipated counteroffensive against Russian forces. Here he is. Take a listen.
Ми визначимося, коли це почнеться, для того, щоб досягти максимального результату на даному етапі ведення війни. Це може бути завтра, сьогодні, післязавтра або через тиждень. Було б дуже дивно, якщо б я публічно наголошував про дату проведення тих чи інших речей. І це є неприпустимо.
But you're ready.
Now, as you mentioned, Hillary, we've been hearing about the possibility of a Ukrainian counteroffensive for several months now. Ukraine has been very busy planning for it, but has been holding off, buying time as it trains troops and secures additional military equipment and supplies from its Western allies. But momentum, it feels, is now building. A counteroffensive seems imminent. And adding to that feeling is a video released today by the Commander-in-Chief of Ukraine's armed forces, Verge Zaluzhnyi, in which he says the time has now come to return what rightfully belongs to Ukraine. A lot rides on a successful counteroffensive for the government in Kyiv. It not only needs to show the Ukrainian people it can recapture territory taken by Russia, it also needs to show its Western allies too, as their continued support in this conflict is crucial. Hillary.
Dom, the BBC interview also touched on Russian nuclear weapons being deployed to its close ally, Belarus, which, of course, borders Ukraine to its north. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that's right. And for anyone who missed it, just to recap for you briefly, Russia's defense minister announced the deal with Belarus on Thursday, with President Alexander Lukashenko confirming that tactical nuclear weapons were already on the move. And in his interview, Danilov really played down the news, saying he was absolutely calm about Russia beginning to deploy those weapons to Belarus, saying to us it's not some kind of news. The Americans, of course, had a completely different take on this earlier in the week, describing it as another example of Russia making irresponsible and provocative choices, while Joe Biden said he had an extremely negative reaction to the news. And this morning, we've heard from Russia, from Moscow. It has dismissed that US criticism, saying Washington has for decades deployed such nuclear weapons in Europe, a response line we've heard several times from Moscow before. Hillary.
Dom, thank you for this. We appreciate the update. CBC's Dominic Velitis for us in London.